Greetings and salutations, friends. I am New Mithrander, and we pick up with the interim quest. Now going to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, and seemingly they're pointing us toward the Speaker's Chamber. Now this particular section has me a bit worried, because we were told by Janssen that Xilonen was ready to make our ancient name. And I seem to recall hearing at one point or another that the making of an ancient name costs the life of the smith who makes it. So, I'm wondering how exactly this is going to pan out. Are they actually going to kill Xilonen to give us an ancient name? Or are they going to mention this little caveat to the Traveler? And is the Traveler going to throw a fit at them? Because I absolutely would. If I were the Traveler and I heard that in order to make the ancient name they had to kill one of them, I would flatly refuse. After all, the only reason the ancient name is even worth anything is because we assume that the Traveler will die in the abyss. And personally, I'd be insulted that they think so little of my abilities. And besides, even if I were concerned for my own safety enough to even consider this, I would still refuse. On the grounds that I want to keep everybody alive, Xilonen included. And therefore, if this making of the ancient name kills her, well then, I would consider the mission failed before it even begins. Okay, looks like we have to go indoors. So yeah, I'm wondering if I misunderstood something, because it sounded very much like Xilonen will die making the ancient name, or that, or rather, and that Mavuika will die fighting the abyss. That's 2 deaths, practically written in stone, according to the rules set out. Not quite enough. Oh well. But we shall see. Oransi Lali, Xilonen, Kanish, and Kachina. Pretty much everybody's here. Oh, and there's Mualani. Wonderful. Will they be voiced? Nope. Damn it. I know I say damn it but I am looking at a how at the moment, so mixed bag this. Oron and Lali are most likely going to talk, but Kachina, how as well as Kanish and Mualani probably aren't gonna say anything. How being silent is a blessing, but everything else depresses me. Thank you, Kanish. Yeah. Like I said before, I kinda like Kanish, but I just cannot stand Hal. Like, he's fine in small doses, but I couldn't even begin to accept the idea that all the time I play with Kanish, I also have to listen to a How. That's simply too much.
Kanish, Kachina, Mualani? Woo! Everyone's here!
Yep, Janssen and Oron now too.
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
Ah, I was worried you wouldn't have a voice. Will Kachina talk?
I brought candy and cookies to share.
Ah, that warms my heart, it really does. I find Kachina's voice to be just adorable. And I really did miss her during the previous Archon quest. So, yay, far fewer voices are missing than I thought.
Of course we missed you. Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Stuffy would be the primary concern. And outside would certainly be better for that with a breeze, but everything's going pretty smoothly so far.
Huh. To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan.
And why do you need them here?
I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look.
I've done a fair bit for it, but perhaps it needs more work.
Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
I wonder how this conversation would go if I had done literally none of the side quests. Literally none of the world quests. Would this, have suddenly cut off with Xilonen going, you've been lazy, go do side quests? Oh, I kinda doubt it. But, interesting to ponder anyway.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, Jaska. I was wondering if you'd be here. The only one missing now is Mavuika.
Chaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
I require no thanks. It's the least I could do. We were just doing our part.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started.
Very well.
All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler.
That might take a while.
Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
All right, then, to start things off...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot.
Yeah, see, Lolly was there to hear the cost of making an ancient name. I'm hoping that Lolly and Xilonen figured out a workaround for that. Otherwise, I'm about to be very angry with you, Xilonen.
Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Oh no, you're not... You're not going to do this, are you? You're not going to sacrifice Xilonen and then only reveal it after the fact? Oh, this is... Not happy with that, if that's where they're going.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved.
Good enough excuse, but we'll see where this goes.
It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make up some excuse.
Paimon, I don't think that's the same. Certainly not at the same level.
So basically, you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Very well.
Everything Xilonen said made sense, but did you see St. Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland for quite a while already, doesn't it?
We've been traveling together for even longer.
You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
I'm afraid this particular ceremony requires that the natives perform it alone. Your input would be appreciated, but I doubt it would actually help.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Oh?
Xilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natland.
Good point. And exactly the point I raised a moment ago.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick.
They're actually getting separated. This'll be interesting. That took longer than expected.
Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Talked the ear off of a literal god. Yeah, that's Paimon for you.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime.
So the name hasn't been forged yet. Meaning the price hasn't been paid yet either.
And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moeka, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Surely you will be helping end that war, will you not? So tragedy is deferred. Not yet, is the answer.
I'll need the Pilgrim's Chronicle back when I'm ready to forge the name. If there are still adventures you want to record, better finish them before then. I hope everything will go well. I swear, even I'm starting to feel nervous now.
That is quite worrying. You always had nerves of steel, Xilonen. I wonder where everyone else got to. I suspect that they've all returned to the ether, where they always gar whenever they're not actively in the story. I've said it before, but I kind of wish that all of the cast would actually just stay in their home regions and wander about the place, even if all they're doing is standing around as NPCs. Seeing all those familiar faces and old friends would be heartwarming and would breathe a bit of life into the environment. Not that there isn't a lot of life here already, but actually being able to see familiar faces milling about would be a nice touch, I feel. But, well, I was kind of expecting that to take longer. When they said they'd be forging my ancient name, I thought they'd actually be finishing it here and now. Which is precisely why I started worrying about Xilonen's welfare. I can't imagine how the Traveler is actually going to take that. If Xilonen really does have to die to make the ancient name. Ooh. Oh, that, that is going to be painful. But I suppose we'll see, won't we? So, for now, I'm going to be calling it quits here. Not like there's any further we can go until 5.3 drops, after all. So, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do remember to check out my Elden Ring Let's Play, as well as my playthrough of the Genshin Impact story. And as always, have a good day.